With war happening around them, somewhere between 150 and 200 Israeli hostages remain captive in Gaza. After the horrific brutality we've seen from Hamas, more than 1,400 people killed, men, women, teenagers, children and babies, shot, stabbed, raped, burned. When you consider all that and what we've seen in the past from Islamist extremist terrorists, the fear and dread of those hostages and their families is simply unimaginable. And Hamas have issued a video of one hostage, 21-year-old French Israeli Mia Shem, who was captured at that music festival in southern Israel. I won't show you the clip because remember, this is Hamas propaganda. We assume the words that are scripted for her by the terrorists and delivered under duress. Thoughts and prayers around the world must be with Mia Shem and other hostages as the military response escalates and the US upscales the diplomacy with that presidential visit to Israel.
President Biden will underscore our crystal clear message to any actor, state or non-state, trying to take advantage of this crisis to attack Israel. Don't.
Biden will be in Israel on Wednesday, then he'll go to Jordan to show support for Palestinian aspirations. Back in Australia, there's mainly solidarity with Israel and condemnation for Hamas, as well as trepidation and concern for innocent civilians everywhere, including in Gaza. But after last week's ugly protest, the issue has been treated more sensibly of late, and this week it's been the focus of a crucial parliamentary motion put by the government and supported by the opposition. But one Labor senator has criticised Israel over civilian deaths and suggested some sort of false moral equivalence between Israel and Hamas.
Israeli missiles strike residential dwellings, civilians, multi-storey apartments, health facilities, as well as places of worship, indiscriminately killing men, women and children. We must condemn it. The price tag of Israel's right to defend itself cannot be the destruction of Palestine. I hereby call for an immediate ceasefire to come into effect.
The key word here is indiscriminately. There can be no doubt that military action in Gaza has and will lead to civilian deaths, tragically. But Israel demonstrably tries to warn civilians, give them time to escape, and avoid them in its actions. It's anything but indiscriminate. Hamas terrorists deliberately target civilians. They targeted the young, the old, the defenceless, the unarmed. They slaughter, torture, violate, kidnap and defile. And Hamas knows full well its own citizens will pay a high price for these despicable actions. The attempts at moral equivalence here are simply obscene.